This would be question number 31 for the SAT prep questions here on Wagner Academy. I would be Mr. Wagner. Let's check this problem out. It says in the figure above, QR is the arc of a circle with center P. If the length of the arc QR, so from here, what's it doing? There we go. From there to there is 3. What is the area of sector PQR? So what's the area of this sector right here, in other words? How do we figure this out? Well, first of all, I know something about the circumference of a circle. This is a whole circle if you were to draw in the rest of this other semicircle part. The whole circle's circumference would be 2 pi r. However, we're given just this portion. We know just this part, this 45 degrees out of the whole 360. So I can write it like this, 45 out of the whole 360 times 2 times pi times the radius. So this portion of the circle, the whole circle, is supposed to equal 3 according to this diagram. And so from there, I know 45 over 360. I know 45 goes into that 8 times. So I've got 1/8 times 2 pi r. And if I multiply 1/8 times 2, I would have 2/8, or in other words, 1/4. So I've got 1/4 pi r. And another way to write that would be pi over 4 times r. From there, to get rid of the pi over 4, to get just r by itself, I can divide by pi over 4. And really, I can consider this a fraction as like 3 over 1. So in case you're a little rusty on your fractions, just think of this as 3 over 1 times the reciprocal of that, times 4 over pi. That's going to equal, this would cancel here and here. So this, I'm leaving that step in green because you might not need to do that, but that might be helpful for you. Then we'd have 3 times 4 on the top, which would be 12. 1 times pi on the bottom, which would be pi. So the radius of this circle from P to Q, or from P to R, whatever you want to say, would be 12 over pi. I want to leave it exact because that's what it looks like my answers are in. I'm not going to round these off. So from here, I need to figure out now what's the area of this sector. I know that the area of a whole circle is pi r squared, and the area of a sector depends on what degree you're using here. So the area of the sector is going to be 45 out of 360 times pi times the radius squared. So times, I'm going to put this in parentheses since I have an exponent here. So times 12 over pi squared. So this is the area of the whole circle. This is just the sector part right here. So let's write that in a second. That's just the sector. The area of the sector is this part. So again, this is 1 over 8. And this would be pi. And then this would be 144 on the top, 12 squared, over pi squared on the bottom. And it looks like I can cancel out, this is like pi over 1 if that helps you. I can cancel out a pi here though with one of the pi's there. Pi, I've been saying pi a lot. Hopefully you're not too hungry right now. And I've got 144 over, so that's 1 times 144, over 8 times, I still have a single pi left here, so over 8 times pi. And if you divide 144 by 8, you end up getting 18. So this is the same thing as 18 over pi. This is my final answer, my friends. This is choice B.